All right, welcome to Awesome English. I'm Dan. This is lesson 3 in our series on how to write an instructional manual, which is a procedural text. In this lesson, our main objective is to be able to draft and write the title and then the materials list for a procedural text. Let's get moving. Welcome to our awesome checklist for today's lesson. It's our roadmap to success. Now, the first objective we really want to achieve is to be able to review the macro and micro structures of an instructional manual, which we now know is a procedural text too. The next one is to be able to use subheadings, specifically in this lesson, title and materials. They're the ones we're focusing on today. The next objective is to be able to use nouns. Now, in our materials list, we're going to have a lot of nouns. The next one is to be able to use technical language. For a really good instructional manual, you're going to have specific language depending on the instructional manual you are making. The final one is to be able to use bullet points. Now, I'm not talking about real bullets, but I'm talking about those little dots that really organize our instructional manual clearly. All right, let's get moving. Alright, so there's loads of different types of procedural text. It could be for instructions on how to play a board game. Maybe it's a science experiment. It could be road rules. But today's lesson and this series is all about instructional manuals. Alright, let's get going. Alright, let's do one together first. So here is an example of an instructional manual for that TV stand. Now you can see we have a really clear title and then we have a clear materials list using technical language and those bullet points. Now we're going to do a little think, pair, share. So if you're in class, you can talk to the person next to you. If not, you can brainstorm yourself. Can you spot any of those awesome checklist micro elements that we discussed in lesson 2? Can you see any technical language? Can you spot the bullet points? Spend a few minutes now. See if you can annotate and identify those key elements. Go. All right, I hope that brainstorming session went well and you're able to spot and identify those key features in that part of an instructional manual. Let's check it out, annotated. So you can see we have the title. We have those bullet points. You probably spotted those. We also have nouns and technical language. So now it's over to you. You're going to go and draft your own title and then your material list for your instructional manual. Use this bad boy to help you start drafting. All right, I hope you've had success drafting your own title and materials list for an instructional manual. So now it's time for some independent learning. It's over to you to consolidate your learning by writing another materials list. Now, you could use the same instructional manual, maybe change it a little bit, maybe innovate it, or even write a whole new different instructional manual materials list. Either way, remember, practice makes progress. I'll see you next time, and remember to stay awesome.